Welcome to the Montana Volleyball Press Conference. We are joined today by head coach Allison Lawrence and senior middle blocker Carly Spockman. Coach, we'll start with you. Bringing a 10-match winning streak into the weekend at home here, and you have defending regular season champion Northern Colorado and then first place Northern Arizona, who you're tied with. So can you just kind of speak on how big of a weekend this is? Still early in Big Sky play, but two powerhouses coming to town.
Yes, it's a very big week. I think it's been pretty simple for us. It's been fun to have the momentum that we've had, and winning is great. And I think we had a great first weekend and a great showing at home. But it only gets harder from here. And I think the results around the Big Sky from last week speak to that. There were a lot of, nothing's really predictable, but there was a lot of kind of surprise results, more so in the fact that there were more sweeps and the home team not always winning and sort of those things. And so I think I always expect a lot of 5-set matches and barn burners in our conference, and it's just been some lopsided scores. And so it'll be interesting just to see that play out and see, have that play into our consistency. If we're as consistent as we have been for the last month, I think that's going to be our goal and a big test for us to weather a little bit of what is coming here. But yeah, it's going to be a fight, and I love it. We're excited.
Carly, for you, it's your first year here in Missoula, obviously. How kind of fun has it been for you to come in and get involved in a lot of these historic winning streaks that you're currently a part of?
Yeah, it's been so fun. Honestly, I didn't really know how this year was going to go, being new and everything. But I think each game, each day, we keep surprising ourselves and just continuing to build off the things that we did the previous day or the previous match. And so it's just been, the word is, I've been so grateful to be here and to, break these milestones and continue to do that as well. So.
Carly, how would you just describe your first Big Sky games, getting a chance to kind of get into conference play, and this is the season everybody highlights? Like, what was it like kind of getting into that season and walking away with 2 wins?
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. I love playing in the Big Sky so far, obviously. Winning is awesome. But it's definitely, this team is very grounding. And so just playing with them every single match and every component that we've played, or opponent that we've played, it's been neck and neck no matter who it's been so far the past 2 matches. And I think it's just really exciting to go out there every match and, don't really know what you're going to get, but come out on top has been awesome.
The winning streak has been fun to watch, and when you look at like the team's like kind of roster makeup, where it's like Lexi's been here the whole time, you and Olivia here as grad transfers, and then some younger players stepping up as well. What's that dynamic and mix like, where it's kind of various levels, but everybody seems to kind of fill in their role pretty well? Yeah,
I would say everyone definitely has their role within the team. I would say that we all hold those roles very well. That it's very dispersed within the team, and being seniors, obviously the 4 of us, some of us are a lot louder than the others, so they tend to speak up. But I would say that Lex and Maddie do a great job of leading our team as well. And then me and Olivia are just kind of, quieter leaders. And but we each hold those roles really close. So.
Coach, just when you look at the 2 wins this past week, obviously both sweeps, but the Sac State game here at home, the second set, they were kind of chipping away. The team locked it down at the end. Just how would you evaluate the 2 wins and getting sweeps in those contests?
Yeah, I think what was nice to see is at the ends of sets we were coming through under pressure. It definitely felt tight with Sac, and they're a team that can serve and pass well and can run points on any opponent. And so I think just after 18, after 20 points, to see an uptick in our performance. We've always been low error, but I think that maintained through that piece, and where it could have wavered at home, with a lot of pressure and a lot of that kind of opponent across the net. So I was really proud of that. And then to do that in each set and maintain, I think it's just hard to maintain focus like that through a match. And for us to do that, I think speaks to our maturity. And what Carly said too, just our embracing of our roles, top to bottom on the roster. So you see a really consistent bench. You see a really consistent, performance in all parts of the set. So I think that, to me, when I look back and reflect on both matches, I see that. And same in Idaho, really. So I'm really proud of them for that.
When you look at the girls contributing and when they get their opportunities. So you look at the Sac State game; it seemed like it was a pretty consistent lineup, and then but then against Idaho, Josie gets like the game-winning kill. You know, just what's it like when you see some of the girls step up when their opportunity is called?
Yeah.
Then the others are still pretty consistent too.
Yes, it's very impressive, and I think it's such a testament to our training environment. I think we get after each other in practice, and you know, every lineup in the gym is one where we're face-to-face with an opponent in our own practice gym that is someone that could come in for us in a match, and I think ready to come in and hungry to kind of beat us out in that way. And I think that has made practice so much fun, and also given us a ton of confidence going into matches. From the coaching staff, we can put anyone in, and at any time they're going to go in and do amazing things, just like Josie did, but also a message to each other as teammates that there's no time to take your foot off the gas pedal, that anyone's ready and everyone's competing at all times. So I think that piece has added to our depth and made our match prep really exciting, and one where we can be calm in it too, just knowing the pieces that we have.
Both of you guys, will start with the coach. You know, the team's red hot, and you finally got a multi-game home slate here coming up. So just
Yeah.
what are you looking forward to about this week?
It's nice to be at home. I think travel is tough in a lot of ways, but I think, we've been playing really well at home. There's something about Dahlberg and that I think makes it hard for other teams to serve and pass in, and so you have that little bit of serving and passing edge under your belt that makes you relax into those parts of your game. And our attendance on Thursday night was amazing, and I think just knowing how much momentum there is in the community to come out and see us and see what we're doing this year, it just makes me excited to build on that this season.
I've loved playing at home. It's honestly just the energy in the gym is amazing, and the community that comes out, and I just love it. I'm excited to be back home.
And Carly, for you, just what made Missoula kind of the right place to continue your volleyball chapter, and for you, as the season kind of lived up to those expectations?
Yeah.
So far?
I instantly knew that when I came on a visit here, this is where I wanted to be. I literally went home and I was like, okay, let me give myself a few days to think about it. And I think I did. I took like maybe 2 days, day and a half, and I knew instantly this is where I wanted to be. When I came here, honestly, the coaches were so welcoming, so inviting. And then the expectations that they had talked about and the goals were something that definitely hit home with me, while also the girls, just getting to know them, even if it was just for a little bit, I absolutely loved it. And so I definitely felt like this was a place where I wanted to take my 5th year and could be successful at the same time.
Coach, what's it like when, I think during the non-conference, imagine everyone in the Big Sky, you're kind of keeping track of how the other teams are sort of doing. You're not quite sure how good everyone is. But now that we're at this point, you have a chance to kind of really make an early statement that you guys are for real and good. Like, I guess, what is that like, having that opportunity early on in the conference season?
I think it's exciting, and I think, I don't know, it's hard to even pinpoint. I mean, I think every year I've gotten to this place and been like, all right, we can contend, but I think the results we've had and the way we've been winning really kind of bolsters that confidence for us, and that belief and knowledge that we're going to be in sets and capable of winning any match. I think looking at results from across the conference, it feels very wide open to me of who can do what. And so I think the preseason poll is pretty blown up at this point, and it feels exciting. And that's kind of always our conference, but I feel even more this year like it's anybody's conference to go take. And it looks like whoever is the most consistent through this middle stretch will come out with a really nice seed and a really nice positioning in the conference tournament. So we're trying not to look that far ahead, but really trying to see, to me, if we can be tested early, what that looks like for us and how we're going to respond in the second half of Big Sky. But yeah, I think we can win on any given night, and we can definitely lose on any given night. So it'll be stressful every match. We haven't had a year quite like this, I think, with the makeup of the teams in the conference. So I'm excited for it and trying to live in the right now to not drive myself crazy.
Carly, for you, obviously lots of volleyball to be played, but knowing you have a couple historically good programs coming in and you have a chance to kind of make a statement, like what is that like from a competitor and player perspective?
perspective?
Yeah, definitely. No matter the team that comes into our gym or we go into their gym, it's always going to be a fight. And obviously with the Big Sky Conference, you never know which way it's going to go. It's always, talk about barn burners and going to 5 sets and whatnot. And so I think it's really exciting, especially to have them come into our home and have an opportunity to continue our winning streak.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.